Welcome to Going Beyond, and thank you very much for joining us once again. Kishore Das is here with me in my studio today. He belongs to the famous Das family of Musee Musical. Now, everybody's heard of Musee Musical in our city. It's that big musical shop that's on Mount Road. And guess what? It's 180 years old. So I'm going to talk to him about what it means to run something that's almost a legend in this business. And it's my great honor that he is here to join us. Thank you, Kishore.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very much for being here.
It's
Now,
It's a great
108.
honor to be in front of you and sitting.
No, it's
and
my
talking.
pleasure. It's my pleasure, honestly.
ma'am.
180 years is for forever. It's almost forever. I mean, what does it take to run something that is so old, so prestigious, so famous, so respected? Tell me.
Thank you. So I had to just correct you a little bit. We are entered 185 years now.
185, not 180. That's even more, longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just to start off the history of our organization.
Yes.
Way back in 1842, one Portuguese gentleman called Mr. 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀. He was he was staying in Nilgiris, the Ooty where we know now. He was playing violin and organ in the church in the Nilgiris. So he was also a luthier of violin, and he wanted to start something, a music's service division. So he was contemplating, I mean, it's all written in the books.
Yes,
what I'm
yes.
telling to, I was not
Yeah.
alive at that time.
Right, yeah, sure.
So he was contemplating between Bangalore and Chennai and Madras at that time. So he came to Madras and started a company called 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀 Company.
Okay.
And it started, basically this company was to promote the Western classical music and serve the repatriate British community at that time. I mean, we know that in 1842
Yes.
we were being ruled by the British. And 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀 Company went so well. And it had 16 branches all over India. That's like Penang, it's then Malaysia,
Yes.
Lahore, which is now in Pakistan, and many other cities, including almost in all southern states, like Bangalore, Ooty, Madras, and many places. He had the company called 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀 Company, which predominantly was serving the Western music community.
Right, right.
And to be very frankly, there were pianos even today available, which was manufactured for 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀 Company, because that was the only company at that time. Even now, not many, but at that time, 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Company was the only company who was importing pianos from Britain, Germany, and many other countries.
To supply and sell
supply
to the local, mainly British
yes,
community.
British community and the fraternity of the music
Right.
field of this.
But in your store,
Yeah.
you have every musical instrument from what I know and I've
Yes.
seen.
So that is what I wanted to tell you. So 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀 started off, and along with him, one Spanish origin British lady, Miss Amy Rosario. She was teaching the piano in 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Company, and it was just going on. And after some years, he fell sick and he was not able to run the show. So he requested one of his friend, for a very brief time, one of his German friend to manage the administration. But he also happened to go back to Germany because of these Germany and West Germany divisions. So he was about to close down. So at that time, his friend, Mr. Prudhomme, he was a French gentleman who was doing a shipping business from Pondicherry, but having office in Madras. He offered, sir, why do you want to close it down? I will
Take it over
from you.
Wonderful.
And even Miss Amy Rosario, she was also wanted to continue the piano classes, which she was doing, and to do the service to the people in Madras.
Right.
So he said, okay, I'll buy the company from you. So he bought the 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Company and renamed it as Musee Musical. It's not Musee Musical.
It's M-U-S-E
Yes,
and
anybody
apostrophe,
knows
right?
French.
Musée Musical.
It is called Museum of Musical Instruments.
That's right,
So
yes.
that actually Musee Musical is a successor of 𝗵𝗀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀
That's right.
Company.
So when did your family actually take it over?
That is what I'm coming. So that happened in the year 1915 or 1918. I'm not very clear about that.
That's itself a long time.
So this was going on along with Mr. Prudhomme and Miss Amy Rosario. In 1938, our family, we are a Gujarati family who migrated from Gujarat 300 years back.
Right.
And my great-grandfather was in diamonds and precious stones business. So he had 5 children. He said, let 2 children of be the business and the other can try something else. So my grandfather, he knew Miss Ame Rosario very well. And being they were there, she was staying in White Town, the area now what we call Royapuram.
Yes.
And in fact, predominant Madras first railway station was in Royapuram.
Yes, I
this-
belong to that place actually. My grandparents are from there, yes.
So my grandfather used to stay in Paris Corner, that is near Georgetown.
Okay, yes,
So
yes.
they had a very good friendship, and he said, see, you are being a Gujarati family, so you are very good in accounts
Business.
and all
And
that.
business,
as well.
yes, you're right.
So my grandfather joined the organization to work actually in the year 1938. So it all went like that. And in 1947, as everybody knows,
Yes, the British.
India got independent, and she was a spinster. She wanted to go back to England after the independence. By the time Mr. Prudhomme passed away, and she wanted to go back to England and close the company. So my grandfather said, no, why do you want to close it down? I will buy the company from you. So he paid all the shares to the British, and in 1950, it completely became Indian managed company.
Right. So how difficult is it for you as the next generation, obviously, who's running this place, running it so successfully?
Yeah.
Is it difficult?
Well,
you have a tradition. You have a tradition, a history to live up to.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am. See, it is one thing I can say. It is not something like a startup today. What we are talking
That's
about.
right, yes.
It has got a big legacy.
Yes.
And today, I remember I have seen customers who have been there with us, or the musicians who have been connected with us for over 60 years, 70 years, 80 years also. There are some person who have come down from Kashmir. One lady, old lady, come down who has been a student of Miss Ame Rosario. She herself was 80, 85, and she remembered and come. So it was such a big legacy it has got, and very big response when you are asking what the difficulties.
The responsibility.
Responsibility. See, that comes with we in our family we felt. This is our duty and it's our passion. See that how Musee Musical is able to serve the music fraternity of Madras or the entire southern India or India for that
Right,
matter.
but sir, tell me, is there a great interest in the instruments that you in music per se in the South? What do you think?
Yeah, see, basically, Musee Musical was always been a place where we were promoting Western classical music and keeping especially pianos, church organs, violins, guitars, drums. So after my grandfather passed away, my uncle, Mr. Harichandas, which you also know him, he was godfather also. He started Indian music section also, which is very important.
Yes, exactly.
So
especially in Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu, especially because I can definitely say there are, as we all know that British ruled us and gone, there are so many culture and instruments that is been predominantly made in India, and unfortunately it is dying. So we thought at 1960s and all, we should revive that, and we should see that this Indian music is also growing in a global level. I mean, today we are talking global and many things.
Absolutely.
And of course, thanks to the technology today, but at that time, technology also was not that great. So we as an institution were been really working hard to develop the music, global music as such, what we call today, both as western and eastern side of the music and everything. We wanted to promote, and we not only promote, we want to sell, service, we want to teach. See, the main idea of growing the musical instruments industry is to educate people.
That's right. So my next question is, you have this big section of Indian instruments, and I've seen that, plus, of course, all the pianos and the guitars and the violins. Out of these two, which is the area that you sell more of? Is it the Indian instruments? Is it the other?
No, we even today we are very known for the Western instruments.
Okay.
And majority of our customers, in fact, I can say, I seldom remember any churches who are not visited us or we are not served them.
Yes, of
and
course.
For many Christian families, or I mean even the music loving families, in Madras or Chennai, we can call today, and entire southern India, or in today we have got clients or customers, whatever you call, as all over the globe. It's not just
Amazing.
alone, yes. So today people, such a big history and legacy that has been there. So we were able to try to serve them better and better as the days coming.
Right.
And it is very important that the history is very important, but at the same time, we wanted to be relevant with the present, which can be a very good foundation stone for the future.
Right,
Also.
of course. Your future is there in those music rooms where I've seen a lot of children and a lot of people who come in there for classes. How successful is that part of your business?
Very good, very much. See, I can tell you, ma'am. See, as I was telling you, music, when our country became independent, I'll tell you what happened, especially Western music. So in 1960, the government of India, then the government of India at the time, thought the Western instruments are all the Englishman's music. Why should we need in India? So they made a restriction, and all that was put into a luxury category in 1960s.
Oh, really?
So no pianos, no organs, no good
Nothing
guitars,
to
no
be allowed.
keyboards, nothing was available. I mean, probably may remember also some years back, about 30, 40 years back, 30 years back, people used to go to grey market to buy keyboards and other
Yes,
things.
right, right.
So me personally also went to the government of India and said, after I entered the business, see, I'm the third generation in my
Right,
family
third,
who,
okay, who's in
after my
this, you're right.
grandfather, my uncle and myself and my
Right.
cousin is also there along with me to
Yes.
help. So he is, his name is Sachin Das.
Yes.
So we all thought we should grow, it should be available to everybody. I mean, it's not just, it should not be a
So
dying
you
industry.
took it up with the government of India?
Yeah, we went and made them represented 12 long years, ma'am, not 1 or 2 years,
How?
to make them understand. See, if the instruments are so expensive, who will buy here? Everybody will go to the, see, even the neighboring country like Singapore, 3 hours
course.
fly from here.
Yes.
They will fly and buy from them. Who will buy from here? And we can't do a business illegally. So people were going to the grey market, and without
marketing
black
and all that.
marketing was
Yes,
happening, which is
exactly.
not good. And government is losing the revenue, and we made them understand. Then finally, thanks to the government in 1996, and Simharao government, when they probably may remember, there were open general license for many industries were been relaxed. That's why today you find a lot of new foreign cars and
Yes, exactly.
foreign companies that has opened
That's
in India.
right.
I remember about 100, 120 industries were relaxed from
Yes.
the clutches of the
Yes.
heavy rules. So even our industry was put in that.
That was a great,
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah,
thing that
wonderful thing.
happened, yes.
From 330% import duties, it came down to 85%. So then again I went represented, said 85 is still very expensive. Then the moment you pay 100 pounds in UK or $100 in US, it lands here, it becomes 185. So it's very expensive to the neighboring Southern Asian countries.
Yes, of course.
So why don't we do something better? And the government said, no, your industry is very small. How can I do this? I said, that is precisely the reason we are asking. Because,
right.
because it is expensive, people are not able to afford to buy that.
Yes, and they're interested.
Yeah,
They're still
then they said, no,
interested.
no, we have brought down from 330 to 85. Further, how much? I said, no, sir, it is too expensive. Please have analysis of the other Asian countries. Even Sri Lanka was much cheaper than India.
Really? Okay.
And we were losing business. And I said, then they promised me personally also, we can't do one stretch, but every year in the budget we will reduce 5%, 10%, something like that.
Aye.
And it started in 97, and slowly, and today I can be very proud to say that we are the third cheapest in the whole world.
Really?
Yes, bearing us, only Singapore and Dubai are the two countries where the musical instruments are cheaper. India is the third cheapest. Product of America is more expensive in America than in India.
It's
The
amazing,
product of UK or German products are more expensive in Germany than in India.
So one can actually buy well, perhaps let's talk about a piano. You can actually buy a piano here almost at the same cost as it would be in any of these other countries?
Yes, bearing a little bit of local taxes and
Yes.
everything. Still we are, say for example, today we are being appointed as the main Yamaha dealer, which you may be knowing, and I'm doing business with Yamaha from almost 30 years now. But it is very important that they realize the potential of India, which as every other
And you've got the volumes of people.
volume of people. And main thing is, it is, I was always been contemplating when I entered the business. You know, see, I personally, when I finished my graduation,
Yes.
I started working elsewhere also.
Yes.
I started working with bank and governments and all these places till 1997 because this industry was not very lucrative, very
Yeah.
frankly,
Yeah.
and it was very difficult to. Okay, it was
To manage.
passion and we had a thing, but it was not making any business sense. Then once this liberalization policy came, then I realized that it should be even more importance and see the industry grows. It not only helps us, it is also helping the entire music fraternity. And to be very frankly, I can say, today we are talking about 1.4 billion population of our country. I mean,
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
taking that as a true. 1.4 billion may be listening to the music of their liking, maybe classical or Indian or Bollywood or whatever music, folk music or whatever music they like. But how many people are able to play? That is what the count, and that is they are our clients or they are our
Yes,
customers,
yes, yes.
not the listeners, not the vocalist
right,
also,
that's
the
right.
instrument players. So what we thought was it is not even 0.5% when you take it.
Yeah.
And my goal is to see that in another 10 years time, we grew the industry by another 0.5% or 1%. We are talking somewhere around 1.2 to 1.3 crore people to serve. So which can be a big numbers, and naturally it will grow, as you correctly said.
Yes.
India is growing, and
Absolutely.
definitely, thanks to the technology today. I mean, the days were there when I was young.
Yeah.
Things were any new product, I mean, invention or new music is happening, or a new musician is launching any composition. We used to know after 2 months, 3 months, maybe later also. But today, I
You
mean,
know the
last
next minute.
next minute you come to know about it.
The next minute, yes.
So
So this
this,
digital
yes, it's,
thing is very
yeah.
good
In
for
fact,
you.
today one of the reasons what we are now trying to be is, even though we are
Conservative in a
conservative
way.
company and all that, but we are very much trying to be relevant with today's
You have to be, I
today the
think, in
customers.
everything.
For that, digitalization is very important. So all that now today we are trying to do is person dependency to technology dependency. It is not that we are trying to become techno saver. See, to be very frankly, when I started my career in music in my company,
Yes.
way back of course, when I was completed my schooling, I started
Right.
coming.
Yes.
But reviewing all that boy service and all, really from 1996, I took it up very seriously
Right.
as taking them. At that time, for examples, we are the Trinity College London Examination
That's right.
Center
I was going to
also.
ask you about
Yes,
that.
yes.
Is that center doing very well?
Very well. So, to be very frankly, I am very happy to share with you. 2026 is our 125th year
Of holding that
of
exam.
Chennai Center. Yes. See, Trinity College London is
Yeah.
an evaluation body which has been there in India from more than 100 years now.
That's right.
The oldest center is Kolkata, and followed by Mumbai, and now Chennai is the third. So Chennai is 125, Bombay is 128, and Kolkata maybe 132 or something like that. So 125 is a very long years.
Yeah.
So there was one lady called Lady Papworth, who started, and she was then the governor of Madras at the time.
Yes.
She was been appointed as a representative to manage the
Board, the
exams and all.
Okay.
So the record shows in 1901 it was started in Chennai, and only 2 students appeared for that.
Wow. And today, how many?
Today I am very happy to say that we have got about 22,000 students.
Wow.
In one calendar year, for both practical and as well as theory. So this shows what we are trying to educate people is music is not just a stress buster or not just a activity which can only give you pleasure. It is also a career oriented.
That's right. Yes, sure.
Today you can see, I'm really proud to say that our music school, which was started in the year 1966. We are completing 60 years this year. So all the Star Wars alumni and whom you know, or the entire community knows in the Madras city, like Mr. Ilayaraja, Mr. Rahman,
and all, yes, the famous
Prakash,
ones.
all
Yes.
the film
All have
fraternity,
been through you.
all have either studied with us or either they have done their exams with us.
Right.
So, and many, even the Dr. L. Subramaniam and Mandolin Srinivas, all the other non-film musicians also have been our customers.
So just tell me, are you the only center for this Trinity music in Chennai at least?
Yes, yes, for the past 125 years.
So that's
Yes, yes.
incredible. And
See,
it's held right there in Musee Musical
yes,
itself?
yes, yes. See, what happens is it was when it started in 1901, then as I told you, then the governor of
That
Madras,
lady, yeah.
she was representing. Of course, after the independence got over, so it was handed over to us. I mean, the Trinity College gave that responsibility,
certification to you.
responsibility to us, so that you continue the good work what the governors were doing. So it is a kind of a privilege and honor for us to serve the music fraternity of Madras Center. And also there are not only Madras today, we have got all about, I mean, if I remember correctly, it is about 68 centers all over India, right from Kashmir to
For
Kanyakumari.
Trinity.
Trinity, yes.
So you have to control all those too?
Yes, yes. In fact, entire South Asia is now been controlled by I mean, by my brother actually, as I was telling you,
Yes.
Sachin Das. He was the general manager for Trinity College London, and he's managing the operations of the entire.
So he has to move around to all the centers?
Yeah, South Center. I mean, we have appointed people
Yes,
there,
okay.
and they take care of it. And but we are solely responsible with the college. See that it is operations are done correctly.
That is in itself, I think, there
Yes, yes.
couldn't be a better
Yeah.
accreditation that you
Yes,
would
yes,
have than
yes.
the Trinity
See,
College
yeah,
of Music.
So Trinity College of Music,
London, yeah.
London, and its evaluation arm is the Trinity College London, which has for all the performing arts. I mean,
Yes.
initially they were doing only for music. Today they are doing for music, drama, speech,
Elocution,
communication skills, and English language.
Communication skills
Yes,
also, I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know that word.
𝗍𝗲𝗋, that is English speaking for other language students.
Okay.
I mean, of course, in India, our English is much better compared to the China
That's
and all
right,
that.
yes, of course.
And in China, there are people who takes more for English exams, language and all. But it is very good.
So
And,
even that you take care of, or
yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah,
You,
yeah,
even
yeah.
that as well?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
really,
So
really
what
very
happens is it
interesting.
is it's a big responsibility.
Indeed.
Indeed it has become a very big responsibility. And of course now we have got a team, we have got a people to manage everything.
So the examiners actually fly down from London and they are
Yes,
here.
yes.
So how long it happens once a year, right, or what?
No, almost I can say today. See, before the pandemic,
Yes.
it was only face-to-face exams that was happening.
Right.
And in pandemic, see this in 125 years non-stop, except this pandemic, and in some years back, some plague or something was that fever was coming. So 1 or 2 years, the examiners were not able to come to India.
Right.
So olden days and all, it seems the examiners used to come by ship. So
Oh, that's a long time they would take, yes.
came. So it was when this kind of natural calamities was happening, maybe 1 or 2 years in between, they were not able to come to India. So that was the time it got break. Otherwise,
Break.
it was continuously happening for 125 years.
Right.
Even after this in this pandemic, the good thing that happened was online, and that exams were started happening in online. So people can do the exams sitting at your home, record it, upload it in this computers.
And get the certification.
Yes, that's
But that's amazing.
yeah.
So now tell me something. Your organization is so famous,
Yeah.
is so respected, and I think that is the right word.
Yeah.
Does an organization like yours actually have to advertise and encourage parents to send their children for classes, or do you have to do
Yes.
that, or do they come anyway?
When my grandfather was doing the business in the whole Madras, there were only 200 customers who were coming to buy musical instruments or learn music or something like that, who were connected with the film music and all this. No new people are coming. So it was, I mean, when we don't have a customers to sell, where will it grow?
That's
So
right.
then I thought how it, I mean, even in 1996, 396 students were the students who were appearing from 1901. It started with 2 students.
And
in 1996,
400 almost.
almost 400 until 96 only. And then I thought it has to grow, means
Yes.
we have to educate not only parents, we have to encourage teachers who are teaching music and show them there is a career. And I mean, probably you know Mr. Augustine Paul,
Yes, I
very
do.
famous.
Yes, that's right.
In fact, he was working with the bank, for your information.
Oh,
Before you
I
taken
didn't.
up
He
the,
never told me that.
we were behind him for 3 years to say anybody can work in the bank. You have got a capability to teach and you know the classical music and all that. why don't you take teaching as your profession? And he was very hesitant. And we gave a lot of confidence. Even if it fails, we will ready to pay you. Don't worry, come out. Please do take up the music teaching as seriously.
Really?
So today you can see he is the most sort of very
Most sought after man in this
man.
city.
And this is where I started encouraging a lot of teachers and giving confidence and see that how it can grow. It is not only good for them and it is also good for the society.
Yes, but I want to know how expensive, for instance, you don't have to tell me the exact cost. Is it more expensive for anyone to come and actually learn at the musicals, place itself? Or is it better to take a teacher from, there are so many music teachers. How does it work?
Absolutely.
How can I choose?
Thank you for asking me that. It is one of the best questions. See, when we started, I mean, even when I entered the business, any growth can happen if it is accessible for everybody.
Yes, it has to be.
It has to be accessible and it should be affordable for everybody.
Yes,
that is
of
what
course.
is very. And unfortunately, in our country, music is not the main subject because it's ancillary subject even today.
Yes.
Even there are many schools give. I mean, I'm not blaming them. Academics is definitely important.
Yes, of course.
But academics alone is not important.
Not important. You
that
have
is
to
what
have
we have to other extracurricular activities like
that's true.
sports, music, dance, drama. And all. So through music, what we are trying to educate them is there is a lot of good career opportunity available for people who are ready to learn. And even as a teachers, they can have a good revenue for them. Even as a musician, freelance music. I mean, everybody cannot become Rahman and Raja and all that.
Yes.
So it is, then somebody learns music, what is there? I mean, there were, when I started my career in business, the parents used to come and tell me, see, my son is wanted to play drums, he wants to play guitar, he wants to play piano. I mean, you should study. If you, who will? I mean, there are.
What will he do?
Yeah, and some mothers used to say, "My daughter is behind music and she will not get married." Who will? All that and all.
Yeah.
So, because that they were thinking learning music is something substandard, but I said this is the most valuable thing God has given to us. In fact, I can tell you, this was what this famous Ustad Bismillah Khan finally told in Music Academy. When he was, it's not my word. He said, listening to the music is everybody's, is only 50% of joy God has given to you. The other 50% is when you play. You will realize what God has given and which you have not understood. The Pandoran box opens. What you like. It's not necessary. He said, I love Shehnai, so I play Shehnai. But it is not necessary that you should play that. Any instrument.
Play anything that you
so
like.
Music is not just a stress relief. It is also concentration developer. And it has also been proved medically.
Therapeutic.
In fact, the topmost neurosurgeon from CMC Vellore once came to buy a piano from me and he bought everything. And after that, I asked him, sir, I'm very happy that you bought a piano, but I came to know you are the most very busy doctor doing about 3 to 4 surgeries in a day. And how are you able to get time to practice a piano? He said, Kishore, I am also like a normal human being, like anybody. But there is a lot of difference in your work and our work. When you do your work on a system or computers, if you do a mistake, you can delete it and rework it. But on a surgery table, if I make a mistake, the patient is dead and gone.
Yes.
So for me to develop concentration, playing piano helps.
Kishore, I have the last question that I'd like to ask you. Do you play the piano?
Yes, I do.
You do? Really? I never knew that.
I do. See, I'll tell you, ma'am. See, when I was young, I wanted to become a musician on my own.
Really? Okay.
And to a performing musician or a film musician or something. But somehow my family was in doing service to the musicians.
Yes.
So through the business of Musee Musical and music school and Trinity. So what happens is, this is more joy for me when I realized, when I became a little bit matured in my age. Then I said, okay, rather than me becoming a musician, let me be a servant to the musician. So that is what my goal in my life. I started off. And I also now built a team. And when I started in Musee Musical, we had only about 5 people working, or 6 people, including a typist, 6 people working with us. Today we have got 82 people working.
Wow, that is just so
So it
so
all
amazing.
happened in 30, 35 years.
Right. So I'm going to go back to that other question that I didn't get an answer from
Tell me.
about where should one actually go to learn? Is it better to have your teacher come home? Is
No,
it which is
I
more expensive?
always see, we are definitely not expensive.
No.
It is very easily affordable. In fact, today we have opened a foundation, Musee Musical Foundation also, which is completely non-profitable organization, and government, any donations to that also is, you get all the tax relief benefit by the government of India. So what we do is we educate who people who are not able to afford also. They can come and learn.
Talented
Talent,
children.
and we through international faculties, and they come once in a year, and we do also. And generally, even otherwise also, it's not very expensive, to be very frankly. It is easily affordable. I can say per class is maximum to maximum is 300 to 400 rupees today. That's all. And we, I mean, which is working about 2,500 to 3,000 rupees per month, about 8
That's
to 10
about
classes.
the same price it is for a private teacher.
Private
Yes,
teachers
that's
also.
right. Yes,
But
okay.
it is with the state-of-art facilities. You get instruments, you get beautiful studios to practice, and
yes, I've
everything.
seen them. They're
And
nice.
and there's a fantastic discipline that has been maintained. And above all, see, to a question, no,
Yes.
somebody wants to learn privately at home. Nothing wrong in that, but I always tell the parents, no, there cannot be any discipline, and seriousness will never also be there sometimes, no, because children are children.
Yes.
They are very playful at home. So if they come to an institution to learn, so there will be a seriousness, and their growth can be tapped. And today we have got so many devices and apps that is available. How the children are learning it. See, for learning music, there is no age gap. And I can share, ma'am, in our school of music, we have students from the age of 6, the highest is 68 now.
Amazing.
And a lady who is a widow, she wanted to learn music, and she just about 6 months back, she joined us.
That's amazing, you know. You really are fulfilling, I think, a gap. A gap, because there are so many people who are interested in music, and you are doing, I think, a fantastic job. And I just want to thank you, Kishore, because I thank you for coming and giving me the history of your marvelous institution unto itself. And I wish you all the best, and I wish that Musee Musical should grow and grow and grow, get bigger and bigger, and have more and more branches all over the country. Thank you very much.
Kind wishes and blessings.
Thank you.
And I have to tell everybody, Musee Musical is the music of every description.
That's wonderful. That's really great. Thank you so much indeed. Well, it was my pleasure to talk to Kishore about Musee Musical. Anyone who is in Chennai will have heard about it. In fact, there are people all over the country who know about Musee Musical, how they foster the musical feeling in people and encourage people to just come out and learn, so that it's therapeutic. It's a real stress buster. Believe me, it's a stress buster. And so it was fun for me to talk to Kishore, get all of this information. So until the next time, you take care, and bye for now.